my nerds, and welcome to the TsukinoCon 2024 vlog, full of fun times, nerdiness, and good vibes. So grab a snack and sit back as I take you through the first year back at con after the global pandemic. Day 1, starting off with opening ceremonies, I made a couple new pals in line, and the excitement of being back at the full TsukinoCon was at max. The ceremony started with some light introductions, as well as a birthday serenade to one of the main event organizers.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Matt. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Happy birthday.
And then the opening ceremonies were closed with a fantastic performance by the Moonlit Miracle Project, who had also performed earlier during the ceremonies as well. Next, it was time to visit Artist Alley, which is one of my favorite things about going to conventions, as it kind of gives that old-timey feel in a way of traveling merchants showing off their goods to the neighboring towns, except it's all anime and nerdy stuff, which makes it even better. I'm also very sad that I didn't pick up these Ciel and Sebastian figures when I saw them, but you know, c'est la vie. As tradition goes, I always like to do at least one loop of the entire Artist Alley before doing any purchasing, just because I like to see everything before emptying my wallet completely, if you get what I mean. Anyways, after wandering around Artist Alley for a while and checking out everything, it was time for snacks. And did you see that? I got water. It's so important to stay hydrated. I remember back in the day I wouldn't drink water at cons. Not that I wasn't drinking, I had juices and pops, but like, water is just really important, and stay hydrated, my friends. We plopped ourselves down for the next panel, enjoyed our snacks, made some more friends in line, took a bunch of pictures of cool cosplayers, including my pals Wetbread Cos and Primeval Wings. Then it was time to enter Fandemonium, formerly known as the anime game show, and one of my favorite panels that each year I think I should be a contestant, and then I also think, yeah, no, too many eyes, and like, what if I get a question wrong, and like, But anyways, it starts off with the host singing Sailor Moon, and is there any better way to start a game show?
Sailor Moon. I totally forgot the Japanese. She will never turn back to a friend. She will always be there to be there. She will see what through we deep. She's the one named Sailor Moon.
The answer is no. This is the best way. It was super entertaining this year, as this one cosplayer in the middle absolutely smoked the rest of the contestants. One could say there was some faulty buzzer issues throughout the games. However, it looked like everyone had a blast and a good laugh. There was one part though that they showed blurred photos of anime and you had to guess it, and I don't know if the contestants were getting a faster image than we were as the audience, but y'all tell me if you can tell what this is in 3, 2, 1. Did you get it? Because that's what we were all feeling like. All in all, a great panel, and congrats to all the winners. Ya did awesome. After Fandemonium, we decided to call it a night. 1, because I was tired and I had worked a whole day prior to con, and 2, we decided very last minute that we wanted to cosplay on Saturday, and our cosplays were still mid-build, and we needed to wear that the next day, so we needed to work on them. Yay, con crunch. Day 2, after a brisk wake up at 5:30 a.m., yes, you heard that right, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I needed to paint my prop the day of the con I was cosplaying. I won't go into too much details. I've put together a different video that will also be up today. I'll link it in the corner. Basically on my con crunch and how it's recommended to start early on cosplays and not start them literally days before the convention, especially when you're working with a medium that you've never used and already have cosplays that have been sitting in bins that have never been worn before. Just saying. But anyways, after successfully or passingly getting everything together, we were off for day 2 of TsukinoCon. Now, because we were con crunching until early afternoon, we made it just in time for the first major panels we wanted to attend. For myself, I always go to the cosplay contest. I just love seeing all the work, craftsmanship, and performances. However, there's one thing that gets me every time, and it's always on me. I always end up sitting behind larger built cosplayers, and then I can't see too much. Like for the past 3 cons, if there's an obstructed view, that is where my touche has been drawn to, like, yes, obstructed spot on Nichan. Anyways, one day I'll get it right, or maybe TsukinoCon, I don't know, hook me up with a media pass and like good seats. I just want to get good content to share with everyone. After the cosplay contest, I met up with my little bro who had yeeted his wig off, and then we got in line for the AMV contest. And for those who don't know what AMVs are, it stands for animated music video. Basically, people take clips of anime and they slap it to some music for the animated music video, so I hope that makes sense. Anyways, this panel is another one of my all-time faves, and if you want to see most of the AMVs, I have them linked in a playlist that I made up in the little corner and in the description, so feel free to take a peek. Day Day 3 was a little bit of a rainy start, but that's never stopped me or anyone else before compared to years where there's literally been snow on the ground. First thing we did today though was one last lap and purchases throughout Artist Alley. Then we caught the voice actor panel as my bro is an aspiring voice actor. It was super great and they had a lot of useful information. Then after the voice actor panel, we zoomed over to the talent show and got there just in time to witness this amazing act which got a standing ovation. There were just so many great performance and talents. Kudos to the judges who are tasked with picking a winner because everyone was just so good. Also, I truly believe everyone should get to enjoy this as one of the hosts recited that one scene from School of Rock with Jack Black and it was fantastic, so here you go.
No one could seem to understand. Chimes Freddy in his heart he knew that the artist must be true. But the legend of the rent was way past due. And then Katie comes in on the bass. Well, you think you'll be just fine without me, but you're mine. You think you can just kick me out of the band, and then Zach comes in with a guitar solo like. Well, there's just one problem there. The band is mine. How can you kick me out? And what is mine? And then Freddie comes in with a Hawaii Five-O drum solo like. Well, you're not hardcore unless you live. Oh, I need the backup singer to be like, well, you're not hardcore. No, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. Unless you live hardcore. But the legend of the red was way hardcore. And then there's confetti and explosions, but that's really all I have. That's all I got. That's kind of a work in progress.
Once the judges came back after deliberating, they announced the winners and that was that. We were gonna stay for closing ceremonies, but we were just so bagged after Kron crunching the day before that we booped out after the talent show. But to wrap it up, I had a fantastic time at TsukinoCon as always, and I can't wait for next year. Big thanks to all the volunteers who make it happen, and shout out to all the awesome cosplayers and lovers of anime who show up each year. Y'all are the best, and I will see you next year. Bye!